Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to today's family program. I'm Dr. Kitcher, and it's always a joy to be with you. Today, we are expecting nothing less than you being equipped so you can continue living life to the fullest and also releasing all that you are so you become relevant in this world. Anyway, before I introduce our topic for today, I would want you to call a friend and share this link with someone. Spend some time to like, and also if you would have any questions in course of this program, you can call, you can write us, and we will definitely communicate with you. So today, we are actually going to continue from the topic that we were looking at last week, how much can you do? And we talked about the fact that everyone has something embedded in him which we call potential, which is the untapped strengths, the things that you can do but you have not done, the you that you are not yet. And it is very, very important that we know that what we are is not all that we can be, or where we are is not the only place that we can be. There is always something more. There is always a next step. There is always a place that you can go to further. So it is very, very important that we come to that realization and to the point where we begin to release that potential which is in us. And, there are certain things we need to know in order for us to be able to release our potential. So we'll be talking about some of the keys for releasing or to releasing your potential. And as you know, keys help us to open doors. Keys give us access to places. Keys allows us to look into things that naturally we will not be able to. So as we know that everybody has something embedded in him which we call the potential, there must be a way to release that potential. Many people cannot live to their fullest because they don't know how to release their potential. So I'll be giving you some keys, and like I always say, these keys may not be the only keys that are there, but they are really keys that if you follow and use in your life, you will definitely open up a well of potential and you will become so valuable and so fulfilled in life. It is so important. So please, let's get on to our work. So first of all, potential comes from a source. So each and every one of us must make sure that you are related or connected to your source. Seeds grow in the soil. Unless a seed falls into the ground that is good and enough to allow that seed to grow, the seed will not change. So you need to know the source, the place where you need to be planted, or where your nutrients, where the things that will make the potential in you come out is. It is very, very important. In some cases, for you to really realize your full potential, you have to associate yourself with people who are on the way to recognizing, researching, and looking for the best that is hidden in them. It is essential that you understand how nature works. You have to know that everything is connected with something. Nothing just happens and nothing just becomes. Everything is interrelated with something. There are stuff that happens. You see the butterfly. It started not as a butterfly. So it is very important that we know what we have as a seed. And then you can begin to build from there. I remember one day a man showed a seed and he asked a question, what does he have in his hands? And people describe the seed as a rice seed and all that, and, brown rice seed and, all the round rice, whichever one they want to say, they describe it. Then he said, yes, yeah, you are all right. But what I have in my hand is a rice plantation, because this rice, when it's put in the ground, has the potential to bring forth more rice, and the harvest of that rice will be so much more. So a seed in itself is like a plantation. This is so beautiful. And that is why you should be now at rest with yourself. You don't need too much to increase. You need something to fall on in order to generate that increase that is going to come from you. Secondly, you must understand who you are and also how you are designed to function. Every designer of a product has a way it wants the product to be used. So as a human, you must understand why you eat, why you sleep, why you get up and go and do work, why you do stuff. Why? Because if you don't know those things, you will be abusing your own existence and you will be wasting your life. So knowing the why is so important. You must understand how you have to function. You know, many people do stuff haphazardly. So, you know, if he's trying to do everything at the same time, he's cooking, he's washing, he's watching a movie, and at the end of the day, he doesn't finish any of the things well, because he does not understand how he should function step by step. There are some things you can juggle them through life, but most of the times, life requires that you are concentrated whilst you building. And that is why when you put a seed in the ground, you cannot every time come and take the seed out of the ground and place it in another place and all that. You must grow where you are planted. So don't stop looking for increase or becoming better from too far. Everything you need to become better is just around you. It's in you. And if you begin to look for, you'll begin to do it. So releasing your potential, you need to understand these keys. We have so far said you must understand or know and be related to your source. And the second is that you must know how you are to function. We don't eat to be satisfied. We eat to gain energy, to add value to life. It is like filling a tank of a car with gas. That car has to run on that gas until it is finished. Then we refill. Same with your life. So you don't wake up to have breakfast so you can sit back and watch movies all day. You eat breakfast to gain strength for your brain to become sharp again and begin to face the challenges of the day and make a difference. Why do you need rest? Same as you need food. To revitalize your body so you can be more functional. And we need to understand. And that is why we have talked about knowing who you are, why you are here, and all the things we're talking about. So right now, I expect that you know these things. If you are joining us for the first time, this program, we build one thing on the other. So many things I will be sharing right now. I will not go into details because we have already dealt with them in previous series. So I encourage you to go back and watch the series. There are not too many since the beginning of the year. And since this year, we have started producing this English version, and we also have a Russian version. So please, if you have friends who speak Russian and they do not speak English, tell them this program is available in Russian. It has always been, but we have this English one as well. And please invite friends, spend a minute, click the like button, and also share this link with some friends so they can also gain from you. I am Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this is today's family program. Well, we are continuing. And the third thing that we need in order for us to release our full potential is that we must know our purpose. And that is a topic for another day. But today we're talking about just the keys. So first, know and be related to your source. Understand how you are to function. And also know your purpose. The fourth thing that I would like you to know is that you must understand the resources that are within your reach. What are the resources that you have? What resources are available to you? Most of the times we go too far looking for what is right under our nose. And since it's not that far, we come back with nothing. Always start from your environment. Life has made it so beautiful that whatever you need is really almost like within an arm's reach. I like a saying somebody gave one day. He said, every need you have has its answer in a prayer away, in a whisper of a prayer. So begin to desire and begin to open your eyes and look around. What is it that you can use in order to bring that thing which is really burning on the inside of you? It is so important that we understand these things as we build our lives. Like I said, I will find time and we shall talk about knowing what your purpose is. But for now, we are just giving you keys that will help you unlock or release your full potential. You must understand the resources. That is the fourth thing we said. And you must also make sure you have the right environment. Sometimes the environment you find yourself in can break or make you. The environment you put yourself in can either make you to see things clearly or can blind you forever. So we must be very cautious about environment, about associations, about the people who are within your sphere of operation. When you are dreaming, who are those who are around you? Is it the dream helpers or the dream killers? You don't need dream killers when you're dreaming. You have to separate from them. So you must actually understand the environment. Environment is so, so important, because if you are in the wrong environment with the right mindset, you end up not achieving anything. And you can be so frustrated thinking that you've given your all and there is no, result. For instance, if I have a seed and I put that seed in a concrete, how do I expect that seed to, germinate? If I put it in that mixture of concrete, within hours, it's going to be hard and you choke that seed and it will not grow. Or if you grow your seed amongst the thorn, it is going to choke it. So you must know the environment is very, very important. My goodness, I want you to really, really, really find a way. Sit down with yourself, check your environment, scan it, and know who can be with you on board when A, B, or C is happening, or when you have to do A, B, or C, or when there is a need for you to climb to something and to excel. You need people who will make your environment relevant. Sometimes we have too many friends, and they crowd, they choke, they suffocate your next freedom. So check your environment. You need space in order to move, to change, to do stuff. I mean, imagine you are standing in a very small space and you know how to do flip-flops. You cannot do that. You need some space. So please create some space. Don't be on the phone 24/7. Don't be preoccupied with just clicking the remote. Spend some time to think. Spend some time to plan. Spend some time to scan your environment. This is very, very important. And you must also work out that potential that is in you. If you don't work it out, it will not be valuable in any way. The only way you can add value to what you have is to begin to put it into use and into practice. That is why seeds are to be planted and not to all be eaten. If every seed in the world was eaten by man, we will have nothing to sow. So it is absolutely important for you to understand that there is something that you have that can create the better environment and the better world for you. The man who does not know the value of a treasure places it anywhere he finds it. But the moment the knowledge of that treasure comes to him, he begins to guard and protect it. Before I leave you today, I want you to know whatever you have, you must guard, you must protect. And I'm not saying you must hold it and I'm not allowing anybody to come in my space and this is my stuff. No, you value it, so you know who to trust it with. You know who to work together with. It's not every friend who can be somebody that you can do a financial project with. It's not every friend that you can call and ask for advice concerning specific stuff. And this is why you need to scan your world, scan the people around you, and know who is good for what. And once you know that, and you understand that life is not an island, you cannot live your life alone, you can now begin to benefit from those who are in your sphere, those who are in your world, who would help you become the best you. I'm Dr. Albert Kitcher, and this is today's family program. As we are drawing the curtain to a close, I want to ask you the question: do you know the keys to releasing your potential? I have given you stuff that can help guide you. Like I said, this may not be the only keys, but these keys, if you have it, you are ready to release the potential. So first, you must know your source. You must understand how you are made to function. You must allow input to be given to you, and make sure that you follow through the processes, and you will become the best you. Please, if you have any questions, you can always write us, email, also, call, whichever way is convenient for you on YouTube. And please remember, we are doing this for you and for your friends. So share this link with a loved one, invite somebody to watch with you, and I believe that you are going to gain so much. Well, we are not going to finish here. We will continue next week, because this topic is so important, how much you can do. And today we are looking at how to release your potential. In fact, we have looked at it. So kindly share with friends, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a pleasant week, and see you soon. Bye-bye.